morning, viewers. This is Global Entertainment News TV. I am your host, Busola, and welcome to our newspaper review segment. Let's start with the punch. Ex-National Assembly members, groups, 4th reps, 31 new state proposal. Ex-National Assembly members, groups, 4th reps, 31 new state proposal. Moving on to the next. Senator insists focus should be on state viability. Afenifere Pandef call for true federalism. Senators insist focus should be on state viability. Afenifere Pandef call for true federalism. Moving on to the next. Fresh price hike looms as NPA plans 15% tariff increase. Fresh price hike looms as NPA plans 15% tariff increase. Moving on to the next. Oba Igbina, GHL file appeal against favourable High Court ruling. Oba Igbina, GHL file appeal against favourable High Court ruling. Moving on to the next. Tinubu, Mbeki, Gowon, advocate homegrown solution to Africans challenge. Tinubu, Mbeki, Gowon, advocate homegrown solutions to Africans challenges. Moving on to the next. PDP crisis, Ikimi panel receive 30 petitions, summons Anyanwu autumn. Ikimi panel receives 30 petitions, summons Anyanwu autumn. Up to the next. Lagos installs speed limit monitor, impose 50,000 naira fine. Lagos install speed limit monitors, impose 50,000 naira fine. Up to the next. Opposition plans unveiling of mega coalition June. Opposition plans unveiling of mega coalition June. That's it for the punch. Move now to Vanguard. Opro as IGP PSCs clash over retirement of police officers. Opro as IGP PSC clash over retirement of police officers. Moving on to the next. Port charges to go up 15% as NPA push for efficiency. Port charges to go up 15% as NPA push for efficiency. Moving on to the next. Minister push for transition from 9 to 3 to 4 to 12 to 4 system of education. Minister pushes for transition from 9 to 3 to 4 to 12 to 4 system of education. Up to the next. Reps Constitution Review Panel propose creation of 31 more states. Reps Constitution Review Panel propose creation of 31 more states. Moving on to the next. UK citizenship. Badenoch didn't single out Nigeria, says Foreign Ministry. Badenoch didn't single out Nigeria, says Foreign Ministry. Up to the next. The composing body of kidnapped Anambra lawmaker found on second Niger bridge. The composing body of kidnapped Anambra lawmaker found on second Niger bridge. Up to the next. Programs stoppage, job loss, trail USAID fund freeze. Program stoppage, job loss trailed USAID fund freeze. Moving on to the next. Kanu's release to bring peace, says reps panel. Kanu's release will bring peace, says rep panel. Up to the next. Sharia will ignite war in southwest, says chief imam of Yoruba land. Sharia will ignite war in southwest, says chief imam of Yoruba land. Up to the next. Man cautions against further hike in electricity tariff. Man cautions against further hike in electricity tariff. That's it for the Vanguard. We move to the Nation. 32 proposals for new states before House of Reps panel. 32 proposals for new states before House of Reps panel. Up to the next. Federal government evacuates 7,790 refugees from Chad. Federal government evacuates 7,790 refugees from Chad. Moving on to the next. Uni Abuja, UNN gets new vice chancellor. Uni Abuja, UNN get new vice chancellor. Up to the next. Asset panel report Obaseki left 682 billion naira debt in Edo. Asset panel report Obaseki left 682 billion naira debt in Edo. Up to the next. NBA panel reviews conflicting court judgments. NBA panel reviews conflicting court judgments. Moving on to the next. Oba Igbena GHL appeal against favourable ruling. Oba Igbena GHL appeal against favourable ruling. Moving on to the next. PDP disciplinary committee summons Anyanwu and Ortom. PDP disciplinary committees summon Anyanwu and Ortom. Up to the next. Body of adopted Anambra lawmaker found. Body of adopted Anambra lawmaker found. Moving on to the next. NPA raises tariff on port services by 15%. NPA raises tariff on port services by 15%. Up to the next. North Central 7, Northeast 4, Northwest 5, Southeast 5, South-South 4, South-South, Southwest 7. North Central 7, Northeast 4, Northwest 5, Southeast 5, South-South 4, Southwest 7. That's it for the nation. We move to the Guardian. Lawmakers push for 31 new states amid 11.47 trillion naira debt by existing one. Lawmakers push for 31 new states amid 11.47 trillion naira debt by existing ones. To the next. FG swaps 6 to 3 to 4 education system with 12 to 4 model, scraps JSS and SS. FG swaps 6 to 3 to 4 education system with 12 to 4 model, scraps junior secondary school and senior secondary school. Moving on to the next. Hours after matriculation, Abuja Varsity VC Governing Council sacked. Hours after matriculation, Abuja Varsity VC Council sacked. To the next. Adesina at 65. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, Abiodun, Otedola brand AFDB President Nigerians best exports. Adesina at 65. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, Abiodun, Otedola brand AFDB President Nigerians best exports. Moving on to the next. Fresh inflation concerns as NPA raises port charges by 15%. Fresh inflation concerns as NPA raises port charges by 15%. Up to the next. Grim reality in Southeast as government dictates funeral terms. Grim reality in Southeast as government dictates funeral terms. Up to the next. Tinubu, Gowon, Muhammad charts path to Africans' growth, prosperity. Tinubu, Gowon, Muhammad charts path to Africans' growth, prosperity. To the next. Manufacturers warn FG against new electricity tariff hike. Manufacturers warn FG against new electricity tariff hike. To the next. PDP crisis. Disciplinary committees invite Anyanwu Ortom as both direct NWC to swear in Ude Okoye. PDP crisis. Disciplinary committees invite Anyanwu Ortom as both direct NWC to swear in Ude Okoye. Up to the next. Hot IOCs divestment till environmental remediation is done. Our Webs tells FG. Hot IOCs divestment till environmental remediation is done. Webs tell FG. To the next. Nigeria record world highest road accident, says Red Cross. Nigeria record world highest road accident, says Red Cross. And that's it for our newspaper review segment. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to join me next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on global entertainment mystery. I've been your host, Busola. Have a blessed day. Bye.